Good afternoon. It's hot and humid. Let's start, Mr. Noisy. Mr. Noisy was a very noisy person indeed. For example, Mr. Noisy was reading this story to you. He would be shouting at the top of his voice. And top of Mr. Noisy's voice is a very loud place indeed. You can hear it 100 miles away. For example, when most people sneeze you can hear them in the next room. But tish! When Mr. Noisy sneezes, you can hear him in the next country. Now, this story starts when Mr. Noisy was asleep in bed, in his bedroom, in his house, which is on top of here. He was snoring, as you can well imagine Mr. Noisy snores. There is a snore worth hearing. It sounds more like a herd of elephant than a snore. Then Mr. Noisy alarm clock went off. Mr. Noisy alarm clock sounds like no other alarm clock in the world. It sounds more like a fire engine. Mr. Noisy woke up, and so did all the people who lived in Town, which is at the bottom of Mr. Noisy's hill. Later that day, Mr. Noisy decided that he had to go shopping. He went out his house, shutting the door behind him. Bang! The door opened. The house opened. The whole hill opened. Town opened. Even a bird flying high above opened. Then Mr. Noisy walked down the hill. Clump, clump, clump. He walked into the baker's shop. Crash went the doors as he opened it. Bangs went the door as he shut it. "I'd like a loaf of bread," bombed Mr. Noisy to Mr. Clumber. But baker's wife, Mr. Clumber, trembled and sold him a loaf. When Mr. Noisy walked along the street to the butcher's, clump, clump, clump. He walked into the butcher's shop. Crash went to the door as he opened it. Bang! Went the door roars as he shut it. "I'd like a piece of meat," boomed Mr. Noisy to Mr. Bacon, the butcher. Mr. Bacon trembled and sold him some meat. Afterward, Mr. Crumbles met Mr. Bacon in the street. "We really must do something about Mr. Noisy being so noisy," she said. "Absolutely," replied Mr. Bacon. "But what?" "I know," said Mr. Crumbles, and she whispered into Mr. Bacon's ears. Mr. Bacon smiled a small smile, which grew into a broad grin. "Miss Crumbles," he said, "I think you have the answer." The following days, Mr. Noisy again went shopping down the Towns. Clump, clump, clump. He went into the Mr. Crumble shops. "I'd like a loaf of bread," he boomed. "Sorry, what did you say?" asked Mr. Crumble, pretending not to hear. "I'd like a loaf of bread," Mr. Noisy shouted. "Sorry." Mr. Crumble putting her hands to her ear. "Can you hear? Speak up, please." "I'd like a loaf of bread," roared Mr. Noisy. "Can't you hear?" replied Miss Crumble. Mr. Noisy gave up and went out. Mr. Noisy went into the Mr. Butcher's shop. "I'd like a piece of meat," he boomed. Mr. Bacon pretended not to notice. I'd like a piece of meat. Mr. Noise shouted. Did you say something? Asked Mr. Bacon. I said I'd like a piece of meat, roared Miss Noisy. Pardon? Said Mr. Bacon. Mr. Noisy gave up and went out, and went home, and went to bed hungry. The day after Miss Noisy tried again, he went into the Mr. Crumble shop. I'd like a loaf of bread, he boomed. A what? Asked Mr. Crumbles. Mr. Noisy started shouting at the very top of his voice, a loaf of, and then he stopped, then he thought, and then he said quietly, I like a loaf of bread, please, Mr. Crumbles. Mr. Crumbles smiled. Certainly, he said. Then Mr. Noise went into Mr. Bacon's shop. I'd like a piece of meat, he boomed. Did you say something? Asked Mr. Bacon. Yes, I did, shouted Miss Noisy at the very, very top of his voice. I said I'd like. And then he stopped, and then he thought, and then he said quietly, I like a piece of meat, please, Mr. Bacon. Mr. Bacon smiled. My pleasure, he said. So, carrying his bread and his meat, Mr. Noise set up. Home up the hill, clump, clump. Then he stopped it. Then he thought, and then, do you know what he did? He tiptoed. A tiptoe was very something Miss Noisy had never tried before. It was fun. Mr. Noise arrived at his front door. He put out his hand to open the door, and then he stopped it, and then he thought, and then do you know what he did? He opened the doors very quietly. He stopped it inside, stepped it inside, and then he shut the doors very gently. Quietly and gently were two things Mr. Noise had never tried before either. There was fun too. And do you know something? From then until now, Mr. Noise isn't anything like as noisy as he used to be. And do you know something else? The people over town are delighted, especially Mr. Crumble and Mr. Bacon. And do you know something else? Mr. Noise has learned how to whisper. Thank you.